Okay, what's up, critters?
Pit's live.
I just want to start this pod by saying
We're back on the tracks.
we're back on the tracks.
Who would have thought?
We're back on the train.
I
The
didn't
train
think we
is
would do it.
moving full fucking speed ahead. Content warning,
I didn't think that it was possible. I'm not going to lie.
not every pit is going to be a winner.
This pit's not going to be a winner?
I'm just warning.
Why don't you think this is going to be a
No,
winner?
it's going to be a winner. We always win. All we do is win, 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 no matter what.
All I do is win, 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 win.
I'm just saying, for future, for past tense, present tense, not every pit is a winner.
Critters, you should be thankful that we're back on the
We're
tracks.
Y'all don't even know how many episodes are coming out.
This is a twofer.
This episode probably won't come out till next week, right? Because I want
I was thinking we should do the Megalopolis one first. If
we
we
gotta
can.
capitalize on that. See if
Yeah.
we can get maybe 50 views, please.
Please, Critters, tell your friends.
But yeah, this episode will definitely get a participation trophy.
Yeah, at the very least.
It's up to you critters to decide if it gets a little more than
Yeah.
that. And holy shit,
There's a guest
The
just
pit-
walking in.
already got better.
Yo, what's up?
You got to turn that microphone on.
How?
The on and
That's
off
very
switch.
simple, actually.
Yeah.
What's up, critters?
What's up, gang? So y'all know this feller.
Yep.
You
He's
should.
been on a couple times, at least.
At least once.
Intro yourself.
I'm Kegan Tates. I'm the #1 fan of Critterpit.
There you go.
Undisputed, unchallenged, undefeated.
We even told that to Graham's face today.
Yeah,
That you're the #1.
He accepted. He thought he was at number 4. He's at least number 3.
Do you have any response to that?
Don't matter where you are. If you're not first, it doesn't matter.
If you ain't first, you're
you're
last.
last. You heard it here. You
Hell
heard
yeah.
it here first, folks. Now, Keegan, how many cuts do you have on your arm and hand?
Oh, okay. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 total. Plus, if you count the one on the fingernail,
Keegan-
6.
How many of those are from this house
We
today?
care and love for
All.
you.
All from this house in the last 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last
Sam
4
has
hours of
home
watching.
aloned his house against me.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
First, he
crazy how
convinced me
many
to lose
painting
my
cans I've
bottle
been
opener, so I had to
dodging.
open beers with my pipe cleaner. Did not work.
It was this
cleaner?
interesting idea.
What do you mean
it's
pipe
a pipe multi-tool. You have one
Okay.
part for scraping out the
Oh,
the
for
bowl of
weed.
the pipe.
I don't know why I thought.
Not
No,
just
like
a
for
pipe
pipe.
cleaner.
Like a tobacco pipe.
Thought you meant like pipe cleaner, like the little bendy.
Material.
You know the bendy
Yeah.
little. Yeah, I thought he was trying to open them with those.
No, I feel like if I did that, I would have deserved more cuts, to be frank.
You don't deserve any cuts, Keegan.
No, absolutely not.
I don't know, I feel like anyone who opens a bottle with attempts to open a bottle
For
with
the
a pipe
record,
cleaner kind of has it coming. You
when-
earn what you get.
For the record, when I came in to start opening bottles, it was clean and efficient.
Because you used a fucking chair.
I
And
suggested
I'd
a
already
chair.
opened
The
up most of the
chair,
bottle.
the chair was in the room.
Yeah.
The chair was always an element in the room.
And I was like, hey, can I use the metal piece of that chair? And Ethan was like, fuck you, no you can't.
I don't think that's exactly how that went down.
I'm impartial. I have no memory of this event.
Sam has
I think I
co-signed
might
my
have
version
been
of
in the
events.
bathroom.
This is
I
bullshit.
might have been in the bathroom.
So
if
yeah,
we're
not
being
every
honest.
episode can be a winner, critters. Not every episode.
As you've learned.
Look, as far as I'm
These
concerned,
last
every
few.
episode is a winner. I've loved the
that's why
Critterpit
Keegan's the
Beach
#1
episode,
fan.
Sega.
How do you feel being kind of here for the
You're a
end
lifeguard.
of the beach era?
It
You're
needed to
pulling us
happen.
out. You're the lifeguard, as Sam said, pulling us out of those murky,
Yeah.
stinky waters.
It needed to happen.
Why?
It did.
Well,
That's the best
Matrix
views we-
Sega was lovable and enjoyable.
Was it charming?
It was like a month
I'm sure
or
from
two.
a certain point of view.
You
it
learn a
was.
lot about the Matrix.
No,
No?
no,
What?
I don't think I retained much of that.
What?
What do you think of
I've-
Matrix Revolutions?
Bad.
That
Which one was that?
That was number 3.
that was.
Oh, that was.
We
that
did
one
a
sounds like
dedicated
it.
episode
I'm
on
sure
that.
that
was,
one's like famously shit.
Feel or
Yeah.
hardly know her.
Yeah.
I think episode.
Yeah. That was a good ep.
It's a good movie though.
That was the one where I was
As
on
you
my
say.
own for 10 minutes at the end.
Oh yeah, you were vamping.
Yeah.
Well, how was that at the end when it was just Sam? Give an official kind of review.
I
of
loved it.
Sam was killing it.
It
This
should
is
be a
one of my
solo
favorite
pod.
bits. Frankly, I think every episode should have 10 minutes of one of the two of you.
I think I could. I think I've run the pod solo a few times.
Yeah. Not for 10 minutes.
No, 5.
Yeah.
I think I'd be an excellent solo podcast host. I think I could.
You
just-
should try.
You had the run to pull the pod solo the first Matrix episode we did because I was in
I
Laklabish
didn't
and being
even
like
know
fucked.
the pod had started, dude.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
I started before Ethan even got into the call.
That was just like trying.
It was just really good
decipher
timing.
Sam.
Yeah,
It was great. Do you remember that?
my audio
No.
was so fucked.
You need to be the Critterpit historian. You need to have all these time stamped and on lock.
Listen,
I've
say
not
what you
been
will
locked
about
in
Graham. I could mention anything from the pod and he would immediately know.
And he
But
comments
has he
on every
listened to all
episode.
episodes?
He has
caught up.
now, yeah.
Oh
Dude,
shit!
he's back in the running.
Oh shit!
He's crazy.
He hasn't made a hoodie, but he is back in the running.
Okay, so I have unfortunate news to drop. So I was planning a birthday present for Mr. LeQuire. I was gonna get custom Vans
Aw,
with the
shit.
Critterpit logo,
They were sick.
but
You knew about this?
he did. But
Damn.
Vans fucking canceled the order.
Vans?
That sucks.
Yeah,
Why?
I have no idea. There was no reason. Like when I went to the reason section, just nothing.
That would have been
sucks.
so badass,
Would have
dude.
been so cool.
I was so hyped. I was like,
You
it's
can
gonna be
still
fucking
do
sick.
it.
I'm gonna,
Critter shoes.
I'm gonna
No,
try
you're
again.
joking. Thank you. That's
but-
so sweet. That is so sweet.
It's the thought that
But I have to
counts.
fucking find something else now. For
No, his
equal or
birthday's
lesser
passed.
value.
His birthday's passed. It's over.
It was
over.
already passed by the time I was designing it.
That's okay.
Look, I'm fashionably late
You are.
to everything.
Kegan time is a well-known
Oops, sorry.
concept.
It's all
Tried and
good.
true concept.
It is.
It's
Keegan,
so
you're-
funny.
Look,
Our
I
number
said
one
to-
fans, Kegan time and Graham time, are very similar.
Which would you say is closer to actual time?
Well, Keegan time.
Keegan, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Graham time is diabolical. Diabolical.
The fact that you were here within the 2-hour span of you saying you would be here
Yeah.
I was
is better
within
than
15
Graham
minutes.
time.
I
Yeah, you're
thought.
pretty good.
No, that was damn good.
It was
I
good
was
because
damn
we were
proud of
running
you.
late as well, so
Yeah.
it was good.
I was damn proud of you.
Yeah,
I love Graham, but Graham time hit different.
Graham time do hit
I mean,
different.
didn't he say,
stop.
like, when we were doing one mistake, wasn't he like, I'm going to take a
Hold
shower
that.
and be back in an hour?
He was gone.
And then he
that
wasn't
day.
there from, like, 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Well, that's a Graham shower.
That's a Graham shower. I mean, I have some pretty notoriously long showers, so I can't say nothing, but
See, I'm all business about it. I get in, clean up,
I
get out.
take my time in the
I
shower.
can't take more than 15 minutes in the shower.
Really?
The
For
most
some
I'll
reason,
ever
yeah.
take.
I
is 30.
go on
Yeah.
whole arcs in the shower. I'll enter the shower one minute, come out another.
Unless I
I
was
don't know.
drunk. I can be in, like, if I'm drunk in the shower, I'm in
Oh,
for
dude,
at least
if I'm
an
high
hour.
or drunk in the bathroom, I'm being in that. It usually starts as a shower and becomes a bath.
Have you
Yeah.
ever done
Yeah.
a bower? Where it's like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
plug the drain, let
Yeah.
it fill up so
Bower's
you're walking
fun.
around.
I do that.
What I
often
like
here.
is I
It's
like
so
to get a
delightful.
bath going with the shower water and just like rest in the water. Make me kind of feel like I'm in the ocean or a lake and just feel that water coming down on me and make me feel like I'm in a boat crash or something. Really turbulent waters, you know?
Sometimes I
And
find
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't
nice.
remind me of any movies or anything.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do?
No, it's just
Okay,
what I
good.
like to do.
Sometimes I find it's nice to like
That's only 7 minutes of preamble,
Go
Ethan. That was
fully
not
under the-
enough.
You know how I be.
That was
Sam.
not enough.
You think I'm teasing you? I'm
But go-
teasing you.
fully under the
edging the
water and
fence.
then like let the water drain till you're uncovered. It's a crazy vibe. But I
Have you
love
ever
it.
had a bathtub with the
The Jets?
jets? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Those are sick.
Those
One of
are
my old
delightful.
houses, you had those. It got intense though. It felt like
Got intense.
it hurt kind of on my skin after a little bit.
at my old house we had a steam shower.
A steam shower.
Yeah.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, so there's a function to it where it's like it is a normal shower, but if you turn it on and set up the steam, it'll just be like a steam room.
Shit.
And genuinely, that was like
That's cool.
It was
That's
the
fancy.
nicest shit I've ever had.
Steam shower would be awesome.
You have that hot tub. I love that hot tub too.
Well, right, and think about
One of my
it's
life
like,
goals is to have a hot tub and a fucking pool.
because I've always played a lot of sports and rugby specifically. And there was something so nice about coming home after a game, shower, like hitting the steam shower,
Oh,
just letting everything kind of all your muscles relax a bit.
that'd be beautiful.
Imagine coming home after a long, long day on set and then going for a swim in your pool. Oh my god.
You think you could go for a swim after like a
Yeah,
12-hour
dude.
day?
I love
think I
swimming.
would just fall asleep.
I love swimming, man. It hits different, especially if you want to like do something else with your day in the evening.
Yeah.
You jump in that pool. That's like an instant refresh.
Right?
Showers don't really hit like that because
No.
they're very warm. I
You
know
can-
you take pretty cold showers, Keegan, but most
So
people.
actually,
I sometimes
in
like to take a cold
showers,
shower.
I
I
try to
can't.
reach
I can't.
both ends of the shower spectrum. I try to get
You're a
it
spectrum
as hot
tester.
as I can handle, What'd you say?
You're a spectrum tester.
But
Keegan did promise no edits. He looked at me. He knew.
I said I will request no edits.
I think we're chilling. I don't think we need any
We're
edits.
so far so good.
I completely lost my train of thought. Ethan
Get
screwed me
fucked.
here. Oh yeah, I try to get to both ends of the heat spectrum. I want it at, like as hot as I can possibly handle it, and then as cold as I can possibly.
Yeah,
handle it.
I've tried in my most depressed eras ever. I'm like, this is the time I start taking cold showers.
See, I'm just a
Never
scientist.
lasts long.
I end my showers really cold
I
because
try-
I've been
That's the best
told
way to
that.
do it.
Yeah, that's like it refreshes you for the day.
I've tried to develop that. It's just such a fucking pain in the ass.
Not really, because you're turning the water down and
You
you
just
just do it
slowly
real slow.
acclimatize to it.
Yeah,
Okay. You gotta acclimate.
yeah,
Well, especially because if your full
I've
body's in
tried.
it, specifically hitting your
I've
head,
tried,
you'll
boys.
acclimatize real quick.
yeah.
I should hit that because I've heard like cold water is good for hair, like health and volume.
I
Cold
don't
water.
care about none of that.
Me neither.
What are you boys doing this for?
Science.
Just to wake up.
I'm trying to push my body to the
Y'all are
limits.
old men.
I want to see like how hot it can get.
No,
how
you're a
much I can
scientist.
go
I respect
through.
that.
I'm an old man.
You are an old man, Sam.
Ever since Ethan turned 21, he's been hitting me with all the old man.
I think I'm
bits.
projecting.
I think he is projecting.
I think I'm very insecure about my age now. I think it's what's hidden it for me is because I'm now the age you were when you started all this.
Yeah.
When I first met you. So
Yeah.
Is that a gray hair I see? I think I see a couple.
Stop. No, I'm an old man. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm old man pilled.
We love old men here.
You'll never be as old as me.
That's the thing.
Yep. Unless I die.
I'll always be a baby boy and you'll be an old man.
That 2-year age difference, man.
It is
gets
everything.
a lot.
It's huge.
2 years is everything.
When you think
5%
about it,
is everything.
2 years is like 2 zeros removed from 200 years.
Basically, dude.
And that's like zero is nothing,
0's 0.
right?
What
Like,
age do the
it's
knees
pretty
give
much
out?
the same number when you think about it.
What age do what?
Do the knees give out?
22, man. It's over.
Oh, God.
Oh, my knees are fucked.
Oh,
Rugby
God.
player over here, though.
I've destroyed my knees.
Yeah.
What age does
Dementia?
dementia?
You've already forgotten.
Start
Are you
really,
dementia
really if you have a
pilled?
lot of head injuries.
Are you dementia pilled?
I
Seems like you
can't
might be.
remember.
I can't remember. I take these pills every morning. I don't know.
Have you ever seen that Anthony Hopkins film,
No, I don't want
The
to.
Father? It's really
Seems
good.
so sad.
It's so sad. Made me
guys should
cry like a
watch-
baby.
I can't watch a dementia movie.
There's interviews.
I
Dementia's
struggle
way
with
too
old,
real.
old,
Oh, it's
old
terrifying.
sad people
Yeah.
movies. Just seeing like movies of old people sad.
Yeah.
breaks my fucking heart.
You guys
Like
know
Two
who-
Popes. It
Yeah.
was so sad.
They were happy for a little bit.
That movie made me bawl my eyes out on Christmas Day 2019.
That's so funny.
Right?
That's such an odd Christmas pick.
That's just how I be. I just threw it on and I just
When his
cried.
Valentine's Day pick is Solo, I'm not surprised.
Not mine. Hours.
Yeah, ours.
And I've tried
Keegan's
to get out of
joining
this.
us.
I am not.
Keegan is joining
How
us.
did the solo, like, why?
It was for sure just in our era of just,
Watching all the most.
hey, it's first year. We're all the movie guys. We're meeting up and watching all these
because
movies.
we like to
that-
do like a fucked movie and a normal movie.
We usually just fucked movies.
And then it ended up just being fucked movies.
Because it's like great bonding with all these new people we've met in
Yeah.
film school. Just watch the craziest movies, get really high at Jake's fucking mansion, and watch scary movies
In the theater room.
in the theater room. And one of those nights just happened to be
Solo.
because
night.
we would always hang out the Thursdays every week consistently. Thursday was Jake
Yeah.
Rob movie night.
Yeah.
Sometimes
And Tuesday,
Tuesdays.
yeah.
Sometimes Tuesdays.
Which was crazy because I don't know if Ethan's told you this, but their Tuesdays, Thursdays were like 8 a.m. to like 9 p.m., right?
Yeah.
Like they were literally
like
long
4 or
days.
5 classes.
And then we would watch like a double feature and get food.
God
Like,
damn.
yeah.
Yeah. Get very high.
Yeah.
Like every week, sometimes twice a week.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That was
It was the best of
the
times.
thing is we
It's
didn't
the worst of times.
do anything else. Like we didn't really shoot anything outside of
No,
class. We
no.
didn't.
We always said we
really
were
have
going to.
homework. Yeah. And then when we did shoot something, you would be like, "Oh shit, it's due tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have to shoot this."
Perfect. Well, like Jake Rob movie nights didn't really start in first semester of first year.
It started decently quick. Like
It was second semester where we
they
started.
really locked in.
Yeah,
But I think they
that's
started
when Graham
first semester.
got brought in. That's when Matt got brought into the fold. I brought you to
Yeah.
a few movie nights.
No.
Yes, I did.
I asked and you were like, I hate you and don't want you around.
Nice. You see, I never brought Caleb into those. I think Caleb was still over in Vancouver.
Yeah.
What did you bring me over for?
We watched.
Were you there for Army of Darkness?
Oh yeah, I loved Kung Fu Panda. We What was that podcast one you showed me? That was actually
Midnight
really neat.
Gospel.
I
Midnight
love that
Gospel,
one.
I love.
That was
Watching
really
that
cool.
on like a certain substance, and
I've never taken any.
we were
substance.
scrolling through the episodes like which one to watch, and I just like without thinking it was like 8 because 8's my favorite number, right?
Is that the last episode?
That's the last episode.
That's fucked. Why would
It
you
is
do
fucked.
that?
It
And then
was
when
fucking deranged.
And then when I realized what episode, it was like, guys, but Jake was like, we're locked in, and then
And I was
That's the
locked in, too.
saddest
so
episode in
many
the world.
tears.
It was beautiful though.
I
So
I showed
many
that to
tears.
somebody like last summer. We watched through that whole show, and it was
Yeah.
really like nice emotional bonding because we
Yeah.
just like sobbing like
Yeah.
at the end.
I think I'd smoked too
Crazy
much weed
show.
to really be locked into that.
Yeah,
And I remember it being really good, but not like a big emotional hit for
it's
me.
beautiful.
It is really
And
beautiful.
the animation on that show is ridiculous. I love
Oh,
that
it's
style.
so good.
It's good stuff.
I love the like conversationness of it. And that last episode.
Well, it's
Go
a
watch
unique
the Midnight
idea.
Gospel Critters. That is so. It's so good.
Also,
So sad it
Drink
didn't
Miller
do
High
so.
Life.
Yeah,
Are we? I don't think
So-
we're endorsed. I don't think we can say that.
I think I have like 3 or 4 friends that have Midnight Gospel tattoos.
Really?
One of the people that I was talking to at Matrix Revolutions night has a Midnight Gospel
She the
tattoo.
scary one?
Yeah, the cool one. The one that you said was too Edmonton coded or something.
I did not say she was too Edmonton coded.
He said something like that, something very along those
Okay,
lines.
here's
Too
exactly what I
Edmonton coded
fucking
is
said. I said
hilarious.
all those people were very Edmonton, and I've never felt like more
Oh,
like a
yeah.
little small town Red Deer boy in my life because we come out of Matrix Revolutions, and I was so pumped. I had like one of the greatest theater experiences of my life. I
Yeah.
was so jazzed, and I was like, that was such a sick movie, right, guys? Everyone there like looked at me like I was the biggest hick in the world.
Yeah, I randomly knew like half the people
Yeah,
there.
and they're all talking, being like, "What the fuck? That movie is so awful." Shitting on it. I'm like, little small red tier boy, and I'm like, I thought it was really cool. I really like the robots, the big 40-minute robot fight sequence.
Okay, but Ethan is wrong about that movie.
No, I'm not.
You know,
Critters,
having
support me,
never
Critters.
seen any Matrix outside the first one, I have
That's
to
all you
say
need.
I completely agree with Sam.
All you need is the first one.
And like I only agree with Sam to spite Ethan.
Wake up, sheeple.
Yeah,
Wake up, sheeple.
take the red pill.
No, take the Matrix pill.
Which pills or which red one is the one that wakes you up?
One makes you stronger.
Wake up, sheeple.
One makes you grow.
Oh, okay. So it's
Um,
Alice in Wonderland
yeah.
inspired.
Yeah, yeah. Red
'Kay.
pill is the one that
Speaking of
wakes you
Alice
up
in Wonderland,
People will realize in the end how right I am.
in the end of the of time.
Yeah. On Judgment Day.
Judge God will be there, and he'll be like, "I love
Okay,
the
when we
Matrix
get Glenn on, let's
Revolutions."
ask him what he thinks of Matrix Revolutions.
Yeah, it's actually
There's
going to turn
no
out
way
that
he
like
likes
the
the Matrix
rapture wasn't
Revolutions.
based on whether you're a moral Christian.
dad
or
doesn't
not.
like
It's
it either.
just
That was a
about
big
if you
Yeah,
blow.
liked the
That was a
Matrix
very
one.
big blow.
I think Ethan's the only person in the world who likes the Matrix.
No, there's so many
Revolutions.
people on Letterboxd who give it like absurdly high scores.
They're
can't-
liars.
They
dude.
aren't liars. They say the reasons why I like the movies.
There's people who give Solo 5.
Yeah, and I'm sure they have reasons. I'm not so fucking
Close friend
in
of the
my
show, David, gives Solo a 9.
and I don't mind him. He's an okay guy.
We got to get David on again.
I like
Confront
David.
him.
I don't need to confront anyone.
Should we bring
'Cause
him
what
on
I've
for
realized-
Solo night?
My opinion is not absolute. People be jiving with different things, and as long as they can rationalize it, why they like something, God bless.
All right. So what are the critters thinking of Clash of Clans? Because right
New
now
bid
I
idea.
have like a
Okay, Keegan
level
taking
12
over.
town hall.
Is that
I'm almost
impressive?
completely maxed out. It's going to take me like around... Oh, it takes so much gold to max out your walls once you're in those higher levels of Clash of Clans.
Damn.
But for you amateur Clash of Clans players out there, a good
amateur
strat
cocks.
early in the game is if you get souped up goblins and you go for story
Is-
mode attacks and predominantly go after those with super goblins and jump potions, you'll really be able to reap a lot of gold very quickly. Although you won't be getting 3 stars, you'll be getting like 1s and 2s. You'll still be able to get all the gold, all the elixir, all the dark elixir, and you'll progress fairly quickly. But the issue is you hit a plateau fairly fast where you're about like, for me, I got about 2 levels above my town hall, and then I wasn't able to clean them out. So it's a good strat early, but you can kind of bite yourself in the ass if you go too fast.
See that? Is Matrix or is Clash of Clans blue pilled or red pilled? Yeah.
Clash of Clans is majorly red build.
Okay. Is Federico Fellini red pilled or blue pilled?
I would say.
You think he's outside of the... Well, he definitely broke outside of the Matrix.
So let's agree he's
I
red
don't even
pilled.
think he's pilled at all. I think he's just Fellini pilled.
I think he's Italian pilled.
He could be.
Now the reason I asked Keegan is there were a couple films I was wanting to talk about.
That was
Really?
not
Like
5
what?
minutes on Clash of Clans.
Oh, sorry, Keegan.
Oh, no. That was my Clash of Clans talk. I just thought that the critters would appreciate some Clash of Clans conversation.
think so.
Does kicking the chords mess up the audio? Is that how that works?
No, it's fine. As long as you don't, like, fiddle with it, like, at the base there. Should
I'll
be
stop
fine.
doing that.
That's probably fine.
Well, because there's this little fun.
What do you think
bit
as
that's
the
really
listener?
Fun to press.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as the one listener. What are we
My
thinking?
favorite episode is like the Oliver Twist episode, where like from 5 to the like 40-minute mark or some shit. It's just like you're talking through a tin can with a bunch of pebbles in it,
That's so
and you're just
sick.
going like.
Critterpit does it like no one else, man.
Yeah.
It's funny because when we get
And I
Glenn on,
listened to
that's
that
gonna
whole
bring
fucking episode.
it's gonna bring an influx of viewers in.
It took like
Glenn.
4 attempts, but I listened to that whole episode.
It was worth it if you stay all the way to the end of that episode. There's a little...
Yeah, have you seen
skit.
the sketch?
I watch on Spotify.
Oh, so you didn't get the
'Kay.
sketch?
Well, we're gonna upload them individually soon, so
Yeah.
you should hit those.
I will.
Are we ready to talk about the films? This doesn't need to be a tight up. It's been a long day.
I think we are.
yeah, I just need to finish my review.
Oh my god, I forgot to review it. Oh my god. Keegan, talk Clash
I'll
of Clans.
take the lead.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be Clash of Clans. I recently watched. It's kind of a cult classic. It's Surf Nazis Must Die. Very, very silly movie from 1987. Dumbest movie I've ever seen. Highly recommend it. Smoke a lot of weed. It's weird. You follow characters who are like, I think, either are or are like attempting to imitate past Nazis. I was really high. I wasn't following. One of the characters' name is Adolf. One of them is Mengele.
Mengele.
And I really can't help but feel like that's not how you pronounce his name. But there's another guy called Brutus. He's in it. He's big and buff.
It's too
He
Brutus.
attracts a lot of attention, if you know what I'm saying, from the viewers. But the Nazis, being Nazis, are very racist, and they kill an innocent black man whose name I believe is Leroy. And then his mom goes on a revenge plot and kills off the Nazis systematically
Nice.
and gains revenge for her son. And frankly, I think that's a story we can all relate to. We can all relate to massacring Nazis to avenge our son,
Yeah, I mean, I've been there, done that.
right?
I think Federico Fellini has as well.
I feel like he's probably massacred a few Nazis
In his
to
yeah.
stop them from taking over the local surf
Is
culture.
this episode
Absolutely.
50?
Yeah, it is.
Like 4950?
Yep.
Damn.
She-
Keegan, how do you feel being on the 50th, 49th and 50th episode of the Critterpit?
It's huge, quite frankly.
It is
this a
huge.
big boost to your
Historic.
self-esteem?
Some could say. That has been said.
We're halfway through all the thumbnails I made right as
Shit.
Critterpit started
In first year.
in first year.
That makes me feel way too old.
I think if you
Yeah.
ever have to do 10 minutes of preamble, you just, or not preamble, just on your
Post-amble.
own Critterpit,
Yeah,
you got to do what I just did and hit some Clash of Clans talk
I should.
That's why I'm here.
and go on random tangents.
I definitely went on a lot of random tangents when I had to hit the 10 minutes of my own. I was also making the thumbnail.
I loved it.
Thank
Aw.
you.
It was like one of the best bits of Critterpit, I thought.
It was tough. I kept zoning out. Just going like...
Should have called me.
I should have. I should have called, yeah,
'Cause
Keegan.
if there's nothing I do, there's nothing I do better than endlessly talking about nothing,
That's why we love you on the Critter Pit.
right?
Ethan's looking very concerned at my
Okay,
door.
so
There's just
about
some
the
weird
movie,
sounds.
This is the other door.
There's just some weird
It's
sounds, dude.
Nights with Cabaret.
Knights of Cabaret.
Knights of Cabiria?
Cabaret.
I think it's
Cabiria.
Siberia.
It's of, right? Not with.
Knights of. Yeah.
Knights with.
No, yeah, it's not Knights with.
Knights of Cabiria. It's this film following a prostitute in 1950s Italy on her kind of daily little
Her
Goes
nightly
on
little.
on a good few dates.
escapades throughout the city and kind of
Yeah.
how cruel life has been to poor Cabiria.
Yeah.
Because life has been very fucking cruel to her.
But she's going to get married, dude.
The
Right,
film
Cabernet got
opens
married.
with her
getting
attempted
pushed into-
murder
Yeah,
for money, as
Getting
it always is.
40,000.
No, poor Cabiria is tied up in love affairs, falls so deeply in love with just bad boys.
Throughout the movie, she gets into random cars, goes in with
Yeah.
random men.
Yeah, she's
now
not
is that just part of the trade, though?
Yeah,
I think it's just part of it.
but she,
I mean,
just,
it for
she has
sure
a heart.
is.
She has a heart, and men take advantage of this heart. They see the good in her, and they take advantage of her.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting.
Right, she's very idealistic.
Should we go through each man?
I
Start
think
with
so.
Gregorio,
So, first up is Giorgio,
Giorgio.
who we don't learn much about. He likes to dance wistfully in the fields with his love.
Yeah.
He's a
and
punk.
he likes to kill women.
He
Attempt to kill
seems to
women.
have
He's very untalented.
And he likes money.
Yeah.
And he likes money.
He also dated her probably the longest out of anybody.
I think it was a month or so.
Yeah, it was a month. They said they knew each other for a month.
And she had a shrine of him in her house.
Yeah. She didn't know where he lived
Cabiria.
or anything about him. Later in the movie, there's another character named Giorgio who lives in the cave, and I thought that it was going to be him initially, but
I was
didn't-
thinking that same thing.
they didn't connect those dots in the movie, so I don't know if it was him or
I
not.
don't think so.
I don't think it didn't look like him.
There's also a movie
Yeah.
star in there that
Like,
she
get
jumps
back in
up
that
with.
fucking cave.
Yeah, the next guy that she goes out with is a famous movie star who is
Yeah.
like twice her size. He's like a giant
Yeah.
He
to
has
her.
a beautiful house.
And a beautiful
Beautiful car.
car. And a beautiful wife.
I don't know.
Are they married or are they just dating?
He has a few
They're at
mistresses.
least
it
dating.
seems.
Yeah.
Because it's like I've
Playa.
stood by.
A player.
Don't cheat if you're
He
not
was
married.
probably the best of them.
Keegan, do you want to get into your stance on cheating right now?
So my stance on cheating is that it's a complete objective it's disgusting, horrible, unless you're married and pursuing a country music career. In which point you should marry your wife and then cheat, or husband, or non-binary individual. This works for all genders, no matter what you are. If you cheat on your spouse while you're pursuing a country music career, you will be elevated to the next level.
So like Billy Ray Cyrus.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash famously
Johnny
cheated
Cash?
on Vivian Liberto all the time.
You mean June Carter?
No,
No,
he was
June
married
Carter
to Vivian
was the
Liberto
one he was
prior to
cheating.
June Carter.
He was cheating with June, right?
With
No, he-
June? Well, it's beautiful.
Allegedly.
They got married.
Not just with June.
Was he faithful with June?
I mean, he was.
I have no idea. He's
a drug addict.
at some point when he was with June. So it's likely that at some point he philandered slightly.
Also, come on, he's the biggest musician in the world.
How is he gonna? Like
is
I just
goated.
said, how is
How
he gonna
could he
boost his
keep-
country music career?
So,
Yeah.
keeping that in, your stance on cheating?
That it's okay if you're trying to boost your country music career. But if you're not married and you're not trying to boost your country music career, do not cheat. It's fucking disgusting.
Well, I'm glad you've
Agreed.
matured, Keegan.
That's always been my stance.
That's not what you've told me.
That's
so many
always
times.
been my stance. I wrote a book on it, dude.
I've heard some.
wrote a book on it.
I've
Yeah,
heard
it's a very
morally
short book.
correct.
No,
Before.
you have not.
You have said.
Ethan, are you sure this wasn't just a dream you had, or you're self-projecting?
What are you?
Okay, here's my book.
What?
Keys to a
Cabiria.
Successful Marriage. Step 1: cheat on your husband/wife/married partner, regardless of gender, to benefit your country music career.
Oh, there you go.
Parentheses: this will not work if you are not married.
What's the date on
and
that?
it will result in extreme consequences.
What's the date on
This
that?
is like several years old,
date?
like 40
Proof?
years old.
Exact date?
I have no idea. But no, it's like if you're not married and you're not trying to benefit a country music career for future film purposes in a biopic,
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
It's gross.
I mean, come on. Like, if
we're a
you're,
very
Like you
we're
gotta give
anti-cheating.
stuff. You gotta give directors stuff to work with in
Yeah.
the future about your life. You can't live a
Exactly.
boring
You gotta make a
goody
good
two
movie.
shoes life.
yeah, like
Gotta
you have
make
to
a
think
good
about it.
biopic.
Sometimes you reach these like life decisions,
to-
and you're like, well, what would be more interesting for my biopic?
Yeah.
Right, right.
We can't make another Walk the Line.
Exactly,
We
and
can't.
you can't just live a boring straight edge life, man. You gotta have fun. You gotta let loose. You gotta, if it means you have to cheat on your wife, that's just the way.
For
it
the
is.
record, Critterpit is anti-cheating.
Absolutely.
Hard
I heard
stance.
Mudhole is
Mudhole is
pro-cheating.
very
Mudhole is
pro-cheating.
pro-cheating in all circumstances. They don't
Mudhole
care about a
is-
country music career.
It's weird because they're pro-cheating in the mud circumstances.
This is the exact quote I believe that Mudhole said. They did tell me. I won't tell you which one said it.
Yeah.
But they told me one day I want a girlfriend just so that I can fuck around. It was something like that.
Interesting.
Wow.
In a mud pit?
What was it? It was the quote was something like that.
No,
Something
you
along
got
those lines.
it.
Yeah,
You got it.
it wasn't fuck around. It was something else.
No,
but yeah.
that's the quote.
Yeah.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Ethan was there.
It's specifically in a mud hole, though. I gotta preface this.
Yeah.
They're only for cheating if it happens within the confines of a mud.
See, I don't think that's as good
the
as
only
if you're doing
reason
it to
to get a
benefit a country
girlfriend.
music career.
Well, what about to benefit a podcast career?
The more important in today's economy. The more important.
Yeah.
You think cheating to benefit your podcast is important, Mr. LaQuire?
Well, I'm asking you. I just said
Those are your
Critterpit
words.
is
You
anti-cheating.
just said that you think it's important to
I
cheat
just
to
said
benefit your
Critterpit
podcast
is
career.
anti-cheating.
Yeah.
I would like to clip
I'm
that
asking
quote from Mr.
Kegan.
LaQuire.
I'm asking Kegan Tate.
So this was supposed to be like a short 10-minute preamble. How
Yeah.
far in are we?
We're doing that.
We
doing
tried
the movie.
to get into the movie and
This
just
is the
flopped
movie.
completely.
I feel like we're off the rails.
No,
So
this is the
anyways,
movie.
let's get back
we
to
don't know what the
Cabaret.
rails are.
So Cabernet after
Cabernet. Anyway, Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey she kind of looks like Aubrey Plaza when she does
Kind
her
of, not
angry
really.
face.
Ethan kept pointing to random characters throughout both movies
Yeah.
and saying that they looked like
He
people
got
who were going to
some
make a lot of
You
perfectly.
guys
movies.
were on.
He got some
You guys were on
perfectly.
board with me.
I was on board with the Fantastic Beasts one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there though.
Yeah,
Okay.
she did look like Aubrey Plaza under very
All
specific.
right, back to
circumstances.
Cabernet. So Fabergé, then after the movie star, let's focus on that for a bit.
The movie star, yeah. The
She's
movie star's a dick.
In
but
his beautiful home, with first, the music throughout that entire movie is actually very nice.
It's very lovely.
is.
It's a very
It's a
pretty
lovely
movie.
score.
Nice, simple black and white film photography. Nothing too fancy, but
there's some very nice close-ups and some very nice
Oh,
shots in
yeah.
the theater.
Oh, but see, that's
Nothing
the thing.
just-
Speaking of the movie star, there's some certain scenes that are filmed in like his stairway that just the way they're filmed in his hallway are so disorienting.
Yeah.
Or yeah, the staircase. They film it like it's a hallway, but it's a staircase, and it's very disorienting and weird.
yeah, it's a very technically well-made movie.
This
And
Fellini guy could
might
have some kind of
be
future.
Good. What I particularly loved
Keep an eye
is
out, critters.
jumping ahead to the end of the film. You have all this horrible, gut-twisting build-up with this guy,
Yeah,
and you think his name's D'Onofrio, something D'Onofrio.
this is the final guy.
Vincent D'Onofrio, I think.
And this guy, it's like, is he a sweet boy? We're all
his
saying
name is Oscar.
Oscar
is what he
D'Onofrio.
says.
We're like, is he a sweet boy? He seems like such a manic pixie
He works for the government.
dream boyfriend.
Italian. Yeah.
We're all like, we're kind of swooning for him at points. We're kind of
Yeah.
like, he might be the one.
Right, and then it gets to
But as the
and
film
he's
goes
gonna
on,
marry me, and we're gonna buy a house.
Yeah.
I've
We've only
already
met
sold
each other
my
10
house.
days. I sold
Cabinet-
all my possessions.
Cabinet falls really hard.
Yeah.
And she sells her house. She sells everything. Brings all her money to her first like proper date with
Because
this guy.
she's
And
concerned
fucking
that.
flashes it all
Well, she's
over.
concerned that he doesn't think that she has any money. She's like, I just
Yeah,
want to
it's a
prove that
class
I'm not
thing.
using you for your money.
And he also is very like unconcerned completely in her life.
And
how
He
also-
doesn't want to know anything about her.
Yeah.
He makes
Right.
this very clear.
Which at first is like, oh, because she's a prostitute, and in those times a very, very stigmatized profession.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, he's so woke, he doesn't care, and it's like, oh, he just
Well, it's
doesn't
not that-
care.
Yeah. Even
just wants
not
that
caring
money.
is different than being like, don't tell me.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It's not coming from a
bad.
good place. It's
Yeah.
coming
Right, it's
from
not
a,
like she's talking about it and he's just in his own
if
world.
I know
he
this,
doesn't, he's
I will
not
not.
interested.
If I know this, I will see you as lesser. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
exactly.
It's like I know, but I can't know. you
Yeah,
know?
I can't know for sure.
Well, and I don't know. He's like,
Yeah, and
well,
also
we'll go take a walk. Leave all your luggage
Don't
at
even
this
worry
restaurant.
about it. Just bring your purse.
there's this horrible build up through the woods where it's like all that sweet boy persona he was putting up
By-
all slowly
By the
drifts
last, I would say,
away.
like half hour of this movie, we're all calling it. We're all like,
Yeah.
this movie's gonna end how it started. She's gonna.
It
get
was an awful
pushed into a
feeling building
river.
up to that climax.
And we were
Right, and then you
joking at
see
first.
him like drenched in sweat.
Yeah, because it slowly goes from like wide shots to mediums to close-ups to
Yeah.
extreme close-ups in that final bit, and there's all these scenes of her trying to like live in the moment, smell the flowers, kiss me, and he's like playing along, but obviously very begrudgingly, and he's just bringing her somewhere, and there's a lake there. There's a very purpose wide shot of a lake, right? And there's
And
this
then he
great
asks her,
shot
it's like,
of
can
him
you swim?
Yeah.
standing at the cliff with the sun putting him in just this ominous silhouette with
And
this
you know-
slight crane forward, and it's like, oh, game over.
Yeah.
And you
Aubrey's
just have
fucked.
to sit there as Clarinet tries to like convince herself that this isn't real, this isn't what's happening, and slowly it all just breaks down. He eventually doesn't even have the guts to do it, just runs
can't
off
even
the
kill her.
money.
And one thing I noticed is
Really
in
crushing
their,
scene.
in their dinner scene or lunch or whatever, he is incredibly dejected.
Oh, yeah.
When you look in his
Does
eyes,
not
there's
care.
nothing there. There's nothing
The
on his face when
sunglasses
she
are a
speaks.
very purposeful
Yeah.
part of the costume, right? To
We
just
didn't
completely block
mention,
out
but
those...
there's a Pasolini. He worked on this movie as well, which is very
You should
interesting.
look up in what capacity.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace, bro.
Rest
We
in
didn't
peace.
speak.
I hate the
Italian,
movie
so
you
we didn't
made.
know.
Yeah, it was that ending's really crushing. That actually emotionally got me. Like we were like doing all these jokes leading up to the climax.
I was rooting for her
and
so
then
bad.
there was just this horrible moment of silence as she just breaks down crying on the cliff. I honestly thought she was gonna like commit suicide at that point.
Yeah,
I
actually.
was really worried. But then it leads into this kind of really bittersweet moment where she's walking back and, you know, classic Fellini parade comes through and it's just this moment of music and joy.
Pasolini wrote the movie.
Oh, shout out. We love Pasolini.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. The GOAT, would you say?
No.
Why not?
I would say that Critterpit is the GOAT.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
God, a man after my own heart.
Yeah. Pasolini. Worked on this movie randomly. That was a bit of a jump scare when we saw his name in the
Yeah.
credits. We were like, what the
Also,
fuck?
music by Nino Rota, which might explain why the music's very good.
It is
the guy who did,
beautiful.
Yeah,
Godfather.
The Godfather.
Yeah,
Did he do Megalopolis?
I think he's dead.
Yeah, but how long have they been working on
Oh,
Megalopolis?
It's a 40-year-old score.
Yeah.
No, a great movie though, really crushing, and it has that bittersweet moment of just this moment of life and joy and art in the crowd.
Right, even through like all the
And
shit
she still
she's been through,
smiles
she still
and
manages to
optimistic.
find some
David-
solace.
Kind of had a point where he's like, oh, does that just mean the cycle's going to begin all over
Yeah.
again? Which I think is a little cynical to look at that. I think at this point, after she's literally lost everything, it's kind of a moment of, I don't know, maybe gaining
Freedom.
independence.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You could say that's all
Seeing
life
the
is.
true
Really,
restart.
is picking yourself up
Yeah.
from struggle and
Series of failures and how we respond to them.
right. 'Cause, I don't know if you're not willing to jump into struggle and jump into like risking being able to suffer, you'll never actually
yeah.
gain
It's
anything,
only
right?
through the challenge that we grow, right?
My prediction, she will become a nun.
Yeah.
She seems to be turning more and more to religion.
She was really
Hence the
enjoying
movie.
religion.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Talking about Madonna the whole movie. I didn't
Yep.
even know her career was active at that time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
She's pretty old.
It's
She
a
is pretty
movie
old.
about change. She's trying to change, and I think that ending kind of solidified for me,
Well,
at least, in
okay.
my viewing that.
Ultimately, it's a movie about family.
At the end of the day, it's a
but-
movie about family.
Yeah, no, about change and not necessarily accepting where you
looking
are, but just,
looking the world in the face and accepting what it is. I feel
yeah.
because she's so deluded the whole time. I hate to say it.
Well, she's
about
deluded and she's
clergy, but she's very deluded.
It's interesting.
extremely.
Yeah, because she doesn't. It's weird. I feel that she is a very self-aware character, but she's always looking
Yeah.
for these like external factors to like solve her problems. Right?
She's very witty.
She looks for Madonna to like protect her and like make my life change. Right? And
Yeah.
then Wendy's like, "What the fuck do you want to change?" And she
Wanda.
doesn't even really have an answer
Is it
to
Wanda?
like. Oh, Wanda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanda
My
asks
goat.
her, "Yeah, like what
Yeah.
what in your life do you want to change?" She
Yeah.
doesn't really answer that
Yeah.
until the like brother, the monk guy comes in and is like, "You got to get married." They're
Yeah.
like, you're fucked.
So suddenly that's
So then
the
that
play.
becomes her play, and she gets married, but
because
you
it's
know,
like that's what society's telling her.
Yeah.
She needs, right?
But like throughout the movie, she keeps saying that she's satisfied as like this individual. She's
Yeah.
like, I own my house, I have money, like
And it's
I am
only
okay.
at the end when she's stripped of everything that she has to just
Exist purely in self.
yeah.
Which
yeah,
is interesting.
It's really beautiful.
Right, not
This is a
rely
good
on her
movie.
purchases.
It is because like society, save for her few friends, her girlfriends, is very
Wanda.
cruel to her. Like the magician,
Yeah.
just does that whole joke on her, and everyone's laughing at her.
Yeah.
When, like as an audience, we know like at this point all she wants is love and companionship, and
Yeah.
they're just mocking her with that, putting her in this LARP situation under hypnosis. It's very sad.
Also,
Felt
Sam
very
wants
bad
to
for
be
my girl.
hypnotized.
Yeah, if there's any hypnotizers in
Sam
the
really
audience,
wants to be
I will
hypnotized.
be
I think that'd be a
hypnotized.
great fucking bit.
Yeah.
What if
You
it
should
doesn't
do
work? Would
the-
you play along, Sam?
You should do the whole shebang. You should get
Okay.
like hypnotized, get a palm reading, get a tarot
Yeah.
card reading.
I would do it all. I wouldn't play along, but like I'm very open to being hypnotized. You know, like
But you wouldn't play along. You would sit in that moment of like, it's not working.
yeah,
not
I would be
working.
honest.
I'm
I would be
saying-
honest with my experience. I really want it to work. I don't believe in many like supernatural things, but hypnosis I believe in fully.
I
We
think
gotta fucking hypnotize Sam, dude.
I think hypnotism is real in the same way that people who play golf are athletes.
We were
Not at
talking
all.
about that in class today.
That golf is not a sport at all.
No, we were saying that golf is a working man's
Yeah.
activity. It's working class. Golf
We're
is
talking
working class.
sports, not throughout golf.
I think you're insane.
It's pretty funny though.
I said anything to do with the body is working
Anything
class.
to do with the body where you're putting your body under physical duress.
Yeah, is working
to achieve
class.
a task.
So
is working
by
class.
that definition,
$1 million football player, $1 million baseball players are working class. Even
golfer, working
Who
class.
said this?
Professor,
We
Of
are
what?
directing and acting.
coming
Yeah,
on
I
the pod
disagree.
very soon.
This is literally our white whale.
Look, I think
Stop.
he's an
This is our
intelligent
white
man.
whale.
I don't agree with that opinion.
It's our white whale. Stop.
This is Keegan's perspective.
I would
only.
literally like.
No, look,
I would literally shave your head bald and piss on it if this man told me to.
really,
No.
really.
maybe.
Shit.
If this is a, oh man,
I don't know why.
Now I have to be careful about what I say. He's coming on the pod.
I'm
If he
just saying,
listens.
he's great.
He is great.
I love him. I would
He
not
has
shave your head and
moments-
piss on you.
There are moments where maybe he could get me there.
I don't think.
When he's when he's pulling the Samfeld on us.
Okay.
All right, movie 2.
Keegan's keeping us on tracks.
Someone has to.
8 out of 10. Knights of Cabiria. Really
8 out of
fantastic
10, really
film.
liked it.
Beautiful, heart wrenching.
Wonderful
I'd
black
like
and
to
white
watch it
photography.
again.
fucking,
before
we haven't
giving it
even
a
talked
proper
about how
rating.
great that main performance is. She's
Oh,
so
she's
fantastic.
Oh, delightful.
So energetic, so lively.
By
Like,
the end, I loved
like
her.
very
I'm
small
rooting
stature,
for her
but
the whole
dominates
movie.
absolutely every
I forget
frame
how
she's in.
small she would be, and
Yeah.
then until she would be next to like some guy and be like, "My God, she's tiny."
Yeah.
Because she just, I don't know.
Dominates every scene she's in. Such a.
Yeah.
I think she was
Just
like
off energy
Fellini's
alone.
wife or something.
That's
you
what
know?
David was saying, but do we
Yeah.
believe David?
No, double check that. Keegan, you want to quickly intro the second film?
Okay, movie 2. It's like you're on a boat. First of all, pretty sick. Everyone loves boats.
All right. No, I love boats. What am I talking about?
Oh my God, they were married for 50 years,
Oh, God bless.
Hell
You
yeah.
love to see that.
all the way until his death.
So if she cheated on him and
To benefit her country music
no,
career, I'd support it.
to benefit his career, like say he made a banger film after she cheated on him, would that be
Wow.
justified?
Knights of Cabiria was based on her
If they
humanity.
had a previously agreed upon
Based
agreement,
on her humanity?
Yep.
What do you mean?
That's what it says on Wikipedia. Described as having been inspired by
Is she-
Massina's humanity.
Okay. Shit.
so but
They must just mean like personality.
Yeah,
like-
that's sick. It makes sense because that's like her movie, right?
the
Oh,
movie
yeah.
starts completely silent in black and white. As you're following a bunch of people begin to kind of fill a local square, it seems. As they just kind of, keep filling it up. More people, more people, more people. Until it begins to. There's a little nugget of sound that starts. And then it starts to switch to color.
Oh my God.
Then everyone
They
starts
sing
to
a song.
Right? They're singing
It
beautiful
shows the progression
songs.
of film. It's cool stuff. And then the ship sails on. And it's kind of just
Ship sailing
the
for a while.
Titanic. It's kind of like I haven't seen Triangle of Sadness, but
I've
I feel
seen
like
Triangle of Sadness.
It
feel
felt
like
It's-
very.
I was getting some Triangle of Sadness. Triangle of Sadness is way more,
I completely
way
agree.
further with
Mhm.
this.
Having never seen that movie, I gotta agree.
I feel like it. You have Touch of Evil.
I have Triangle of Sadness as well.
You also have La
I caught
Bamba,
that.
which I think is about Richie Valens, right?
It is. I have not seen La Bamba yet, but
You know,
But no,
Waylon
I
Jennings
haven't.
was supposed to be on that.
This
plane.
film was fantastic.
Yeah.
I really loved it. I wish we were more locked in because it's really a special film. You could
Yeah,
tell.
like I felt
were
with
getting
both
locked
films
out.
that, like, on a
Just
second
looking
watch,
for
I would love
people.
both of them, and I actually
Yeah.
really liked the first one already. But like,
Yeah.
I feel like on a second, I would appreciate that one more, and on a second where I'm locked in, I would love the second.
I think I'd
Keegan
absolutely
was telling
love it.
us that he does 2 watches for.
most
Yeah.
Critterpit movies, I do 2
Which is
watches and
more-
genuinely like a small little chunk of reading, small reading.
More than I've ever done
Yeah.
for this show.
Well, I don't know. I get very worried that I'm just gonna sound like an idiot.
I used to be worried about that. I used to be really worried about
You
that.
should.
What happened?
You knew Keegan was the only one listening,
Yeah.
and Graham, and you're like, it's
And I
okay.
will always listen.
Do I sound stupid on the pod?
You sound smarter than 99.99999%.
There we go. Right
There
answer.
we go.
Right
That's
answer. That's
the
why you're
quote.
number one, baby.
Yeah.
No, this movie's so sick. It has
I loved it.
like same with Knights of Cabiria, Caribbean. Such a fun cast of characters. You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
such
right,
a
like-
lively
That seems
group.
to be a Fellini staple in
Yeah.
the movies that we've seen.
Just like such a lively, energetic, like characters that scream their personality, not just through their costume, how they dress up their hair,
Right,
you
like-
know, how they speak, how they move around. A little
Yep.
theatrical, but it's so much fun. It's
Well, and
beautiful.
like in Knights of Macrame and whatever this one was called,
this
and
both
ship
of them
sails
really
on.
pop.
this bit keeps getting lost in itself.
I'm running out of, like, I'm just trying to remember words that sound vaguely like her actual name. to
I
throw
think
in.
Caribbean was a good
Caribbean
I thought
was good.
Fabergé was a good pull.
I like
clarinet.
when you did clarinet.
Yeah.
Cabinet.
Cabinet was good.
This is a good reflecting on the bit.
we gotta dissect the bit.
Knights of
We
LA.
have to get to an hour.
Are we at an hour yet?
Now we're 45.
We're really close.
Okay.
Okay, first the little like
thought we were like 2 hours.
the little set pieces
No.
or like the props
It's
or
been a
whatever you
long
want to
day.
call them that were the boat.
Okay,
the
the
distance.
boat was fucking beautiful. I love,
Right?
like, I could see it being a criticism for some people how they construct the sets in this movie because it's so obviously just a warehouse, you know?
Oh, but it's
that's built up.
perfect.
It's so perfect for this movie about like such excess and
I have a question.
sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
It feels like a very much stand-in for World War One of the time, and the way like old Europe was, you know, careening under its weight and leading up to this gigantic destructive climax. And I loved how the ship and the characters all captured that excess. You know, this
Yeah.
massive accumulation of wealth that has just gone nowhere but this fucking boat. You know, you see all the people suffering in the literal mines they've built up on this boat, and these people just have such excess on it.
Well,
and
it's one thing
that's
you
once-
pointed out that I thought was neat was in that scene specifically where they're like completely disconnected.
Yeah, there's no
Like, there's
ladder
just that
down.
viewing platform.
There's
Sorry for
no-
interrupting. I just thought.
It's so cool, and that's what I was gonna say about the sets. I love how the sets literally just look like warehouses that are dressed up.
Yes.
because they are so massive. You know,
Oh.
so cavernous. It's such a vibe, man. Every room they go in, it feels like
Yeah.
3 of this dorm. It's
And
awesome.
the warehouses that they're in as well, like the way that they film them to have the like camera always swaying.
Yeah.
It's like it adds so much. You're like, oh yeah, I'm on a boat.
Yeah,
Like
literally just that simple. And I'm
Yeah.
sure not every set was in that crazy set we saw
no,
in
on
the
that
end.
rig. I think it was just the deck.
Oh, so sick, man. We got to talk about that. But there's so much to discuss with the movie.
Sam's alarm clock is off by 6 minutes, and it
It's
almost
off
gave
by
me a heart attack.
Yeah. Yeah. That 6-minute difference would have.
that fucked you up.
It throws me off, bro. I get disoriented easy when it comes to time. Like, you know how, like, if you're in a...
Where am I?
Like, you know what, like
What year is it?
Well, you know, like with a bird, when you throw like a blanket over their cage and it's just like it's nighttime.
It's nighttime, yeah.
I have that.
Or when you draw a line in the sand of the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like a Sharpie with an ant.
Fuck, we
I have
gotta
that
redo
going
the
on.
pod. We gotta fix that fucking alarm clock. We gotta restart.
We gotta fix it. Whole thing. We gotta
No.
rewatch the
We
movies. We're
gotta
screwed.
fix it, Sam. We're fucked.
That alarm clock is off on a time that I just. It's
Dude, my-
perfect.
my
It's perfect
car-
for me.
You know the delay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
clock in my car was off by 1 minute, and it was driving me fucking insane.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so
I-
used to off clocks, man.
I like to have a
watch.
clock, like almost all my clocks like ahead.
See, I'm completely time blind, so if I don't have like the exact
That's
time,
valid.
I will be fucked.
Keegan
Oh, I don't
time
even
is
wear
the
a
right
watch.
time
Yeah.
because it needs to be. Wise.
Oh yeah, if my clock is like
You're gonna
5 minutes ahead, I'm gonna be 50 minutes
You're gonna
late.
hate Megalopolis, dude. It's gonna fucking
Ooh, it makes no sense
It's gonna make you
time-wise.
puke. It's gonna make you puke, dude.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna look at your watch and you're like, how the fuck are we only 5 minutes into this movie?
stopped.
Yeah.
Time stop.
We have 10 minutes left.
Ethan's fell off of Necromerger. I'm much better at Necromerger.
I'm sure you are, my boy.
I've also spent much more money than him on Necromerger.
Oh no. What are you at?
Oh, good lord, I have no idea.
Good lord. Oh no.
Ballpark it, my boy.
Under 100.
You dropped 70 fucking bucks the other day.
The other day, I did not.
A month or two, whatever. What's time?
And I got that refunded because I didn't mean to. The buttons are right beside each other.
Oh man.
They got the refund.
It could have been brutal.
Oh, I would have been so pissed because I have a budget allotted
For Necromerger?
for Clash of Clans, and that would have ate up my entire triple my Clash of
How
Clans
much
budget.
money a month?
Is it a monthly
apps.
budget or is it
It's a
yearly?
monthly budget of $300 on Clash of Clans.
Oh my god, are you
No,
being
it's
fucking
not.
for real?
No,
Keegan?
absolutely not.
No,
It's like $10 because that's the monthly pass. If you buy it like when it first drops, that monthly pass on Clash of Clans is like $9.
There's a subscription to Clash of Clans?
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
we gotta get on our Clash of Clans hours more.
So
man.
here, let me
We're
pull up
so
some Clash of Clans for
behind.
y'all.
I think the last time I opened Clash of Clans would have been in like grade 8. I'm way off.
So yeah,
played
I'm on
Clash
Clash of Clans
Royale for a
right
little
now,
bit.
critters. So for the
you wanna shout out
challenges,
your username or your clan?
here I'll shout out my clan. I have to find out what the hell it is. I'm in ground
Thanks
beef.
for abandoning my clan, dude.
Look, Ethan, I didn't abandon your clan.
Oh my god.
First, I started that clan. Me and Griffin started that clan, and you joined, and you stopped
fucking
playing.
lived- I
I
carried.
invited you back
carried.
multiple times.
I
sent-
carried.
I guarantee you, if we looked at the stats
I
of that
carried.
clan, one of us would have had like over 1,000 troops donated, and the
Sam's
other one is
dying.
you.
I thought this was the.
This is
I thought Keegan was our lifeguard. Turns out he's our.
Look, when it comes to Clash of Clans,
He's
I will
the
throw this
pirate.
entire
Okay,
thing
the
off.
movie's so sick. And
Oh, it's beautiful.
about
Reminds me of Clash
it's a
of
lot
Clans.
about art. It's a lot about art because they're all singers, and that leads
Yeah.
to some really
Like
fucking
opera stars.
really funny bits where they show off their insane. They're in 3 octaves easy. It's crazy. Their insane singing abilities.
Ethan's in music theory now.
Yeah, I know what an octave is. It's no big deal. Their register is just, goddamn, that treble they're hitting. Oh my god, there's some treble.
I fucked that up so bad.
There's some treble. There's 2 treble singers, I think.
There's some treble, some tenors, some sopranos. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Are you okay, Sam?
Yeah.
You keep just saying, "Oh my god," under your breath. Sam, therapy hour. What's happening?
What's
Nothing.
going on, Sam?
I'm just tired now. It's just
Ethan,
hitting
can you
me.
indulge
It's
me in an
just
idea
hitting.
here?
Been up for like 14
Point
hours.
your mic at me. I want to try something here.
Do I hit?
I'm just trying to see if that's gonna fuck with the sound at
No,
all.
it didn't do anything
Damn
because there's
it.
no speaker.
Damn it!
Oh my god.
I just tried to touch the
No
mics
feedback.
together to make a big like hiss or whatever.
Yeah. No, dude, we're
Oh my
good.
God.
We're locked in on Critterpit. This was a good movie.
I really
It's a
liked
sick
both
There's a
of
guy.
them.
There's a guy who
I
looks
couldn't
so much
recommend
like
them
Justin
enough.
Trudeau.
Okay, let's talk
from
about the
Wives.
lookalikes. You got Justin Trudeau, and I learned that tonight that Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son. These boys were convincing me.
Ethan was doing independent research.
Y'all were telling me.
No, you were telling us.
No, you
And,
guys were.
and
literally-
Ethan took and hid my phone during the movie. I
Yeah,
went
it
up to
was
go
ridiculous.
to the bathroom, and Ethan like hid my
You're gonna
phone
make
for
It was for
no
like
reason.
15 minutes.
You're
Then-
gonna
Yeah,
make, you're gonna make me
I'm
snap.
looking, I'm pulling out all the cushions, and it's like, "Where's my phone?" And it's like, "I don't know." In that exact voice.
He kept saying it like that too. He said that like
You're gonna make me
5
snap.
times.
You're gonna make me snap.
know.
And I'm like, "Dude, you're doing like a cartoon villain voice. I know you fucking have it."
He was twirling his
Sam,
mustache.
tell
I
the
don't know.
truth.
Right? Like he grew a
I can't grow a mustache,
twirl
guys.
mustache.
Sam, tell the truth before it's
About
too
what?
late. About what happened.
This movie? About us? What? We
Oh, it's a
watched 2
banger.
movies tonight. That's what you mean? We watched 2 Fellinis
In my own house.
in the 315 house.
In my own podcast.
Listen, Ethan. This is just for you.
This is my podcast now.
I need to make Keegan feel safe. He's been injured here too many times.
Yeah, you've been
I-
fucking cutting him with your pocket knife all night.
Yeah, this is that was
Yeah,
just
Sam's actually stabbed me
cursed.
6
and I
times.
pushed him down the stairs at one point
Yeah,
too.
I was walking down
You're
the
playing
stairs out
such
of
a
nowhere,
weird
Sam
game
just,
because
like,
at one point
body
you're
checks me.
stabbing Keegan, and the next point you're joining in on his malicious lies against me.
I'm trying to play it both ways.
I've never lied. I actually have a genetic disability
Time
that
stop.
doesn't let me lie.
Cut his mic. Time stop.
I'm not cutting anybody's mic. You don't control
Is
this
this a W yet?
podcast. No.
I think this is the
We
greatest
talked about
episode of
some.
all time.
We talked about
Okay,
some.
I really like
This
the
is just
movie. I keep trying to go back to this.
The end of
They're
a 14-hour
singers.
day.
They're singers, and they keep like doing this thing where they sing really loudly and they show off their really insane singing voices. And I really was appreciating how talented singers are. And they do this
Did
great.
you think that they were better singers or the Serbian refugees were better singers?
The Serbians.
Shout out Serbia.
Yeah. Shout out.
To all the Serbian
what I was gonna
Critterpit
say-
fans, we love you.
We
They
love
do this
you.
great thing where the rich people are singing, and one guy will be going loud, and then the other guy will be going louder, and it's this really funny back and forth of them trying to constantly top each other. Be like,
Yep.
I'm so much cooler. It's really fun.
This
It's
was
a
the
very-
one scene that we were really locked in for.
It's a very musically
Well, it's
inclined
early.
film.
Yeah.
It opens with them basically singing the theme song of the film, "The Ship Sails On."
Yeah.
We were convinced it was
We were
going to be
like,
musical.
yeah.
But there's just like little musical interludes, which I really enjoyed. There's
And it's
really beautiful
Built into the
operatic
world
singing.
because they're all like opera singers.
We haven't mentioned, but the reason they're on the ship is to go spread the ashes of Edme, who was the greatest singer in the world.
Yeah.
They think they're getting haunted by her at one point. It's really compelling stuff.
This is a great premise for a musical.
Yeah, but
We
there's
haven't
like
even
little...
mentioned the journalist.
Wait. Before we hop onto the journalists, there's all
You
these
only have
little
4 minutes.
musical We don't have to stop. There's all these little musical interludes. At one
You have
point,
to get
they're
out of here.
going...
I was trying to help you out there.
the cups.
Good
It's a
callback.
whole musical.
Yeah, they're playing the cups.
It's beautiful. When it's turned a beautiful world. Sets are amazing. Characters are fantastic. Michael Caine plays a journalist.
Yep. And he's learned Italian for this role.
That's
Which
so
is very
sick,
cool.
dude.
I
Um,
love
Kind of
this
the
movie.
center,
yeah.
the
yeah.
heart.
He plays the journalist who's like this omniscient narrator. He's
Yeah, but
constantly
he-
talking lines, but he also has a character.
Yeah, I love when an omniscient narrator has stakes and has a role in the plot. There's all these scenes where he's like interacting with the characters heavily.
He saved
It's
the
just
rhinoceros.
like-
He saved the rhinoceros. There's
The
a
Holy Grail.
rhinoceros. There's a real rhinoceros in this movie.
It freaked me out how big rhinoceroses could
Yeah.
be. I didn't
yeah,
realize.
we got to show Sam how big rhinos actually are. They're
They brought a
huge
rhino
animals.
into the studio. It was crazy.
That's actually the quick spoiler. Guest on the next Critterpit is just a live rhinoceros.
You talked to the rhino guy.
I did.
We got him?
He hit me up.
Hell yeah, dude.
You don't
You-
see
he-
you don't see a rhino in that mud hole. That's all I'm saying.
Like the rhino
that
hit me up
poking
and was like,
poking
"Guys, I'm
bones."
worried
Yeah.
about Critterpit."
How many
I gave him
wild
a full
animals they
bill of
have?
health. He was like, "Nah, you're good.
0.
Should we bring Raja on the pod?
That'd be sick."
We should. You can't bring a cat here, though.
I'm sure I could.
What about two
I
cats?
could let Raj out in this room.
You
what,
could.
what about a
He would
hypoallergenic cat?
hate it.
It's a very small room.
He would no. He just hate being around you.
Why?
Wow.
He's a very. You guys know Raj is a very anxious cat.
I've never met Raja. I don't
He's a
know.
very anxious boy. He loves me though.
I think he'd like me.
He probably would. He's very misogynistic.
Oh, yeah? He just doesn't like women?
He hates all the women in his life. Hissing and scratching. Loves me though. So,
What does that say about Ethan's
Poor
moral
fella.
character?
Yeah.
dude, this
Why
is
did you
literally
teach your
just
cat
this.
to be misogynistic?
He's this
Yeah.
little
Cats
fucked.
aren't
He's
born
this little fucked
misogynistic.
up farm cat.
Ethan black-pilled his cat.
Yeah.
How the hell do you? It's a cat.
You tell me. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not the
Okay,
ones who did.
I have never claimed Raj is a good dude. When have I claimed he's a good dude?
I'm not saying
Like
that
5
you,
seconds ago.
He's just my boy. He's not a good dude. He's just my boy.
dude's boys was a
Birthday's coming up.
misogynist.
Happy 4th birthday on the 28th, Raja. I
Happy
love you.
4th
Is
birthday,
Raja,
Russia.
I think cats, when they celebrate a birthday, it's their culture to give their owner's friend's named Sam a criterion.
Is that the tradition?
That's their tradition.
I saw you gobbling that mic.
I was about to. I was
Keegan does
thinking
this
of
thing
it.
where he like puts his lips and mouth entirely around a mic.
Generally, I try to like
You're gonna
swallow
do
it so
that?
that you can hear my
Take the
stomach
other mic.
noises.
Do the other mic.
This mic's not hooked up to anything.
See, that's not as
You remember
fun.
that
That's, you don't
bit
get the sound.
Where there's like, Keegan's always talking about his stomach problems. Or like, what if there's a little city in your
A little city.
a little galaxy of people in your stomach who are the reason your stomach hurts so bad is because they're this peaceful civilization, millions and millions of people
Pea.
who have achieved peace, complete peace.
Right,
And
they're like a utopian
and they're
society.
always just partying because their lives are so beautiful. So,
I got no
but it
worries.
causes intense stomach pain to Keegan.
It does.
Now, there's an operation where you could flush like acid or whatever through his system, kill them all, and his problems would be solved. But he'd be fucking genociding this.
Would
these
they
people.
die when Keegan dies anyway?
Not necessarily.
They could somehow get.
I would
to
imagine
another-
they would sense my body becoming
Would-
old and make a patronage to another person's
Or-
body.
Would that new host also feel the same pain?
Yeah.
No. So Keegan's right to be killing these people.
They need to die.
Yeah.
Even though they're they're like one of the few intelligent species who have achieved complete peace in utopia.
Like
They're
entirely
making leaps and
utopian.
bounds.
Yeah, but they're hurting my boy, the number one
Aw.
fan.
But they're Keegan, when we brought up this hypothetical, said he would weather the storm. He's keeping them.
For a
Yeah.
while.
And
You said forever.
and the ship sails on. I give
The
it an
opinion
8
has
out of 10.
changed.
8 out of 10 for both of them.
What do you give it?
Both of them.
You know what? I'll co-sign an 8 out of
And
10.
your recommendation is the Surf Nazi movie?
No.
What is it going to be?
I'll recommend.
You can stretch this out
I've
for
5
like
seconds.
10, 20
5
minutes.
seconds.
I've not watched any movies lately. Legends of Evantris on YouTube. Watch their Uprooted series. Fucking everyone